Hare Krishna. Reading from the book Namamrta, the Nectar of the Holy Name, by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Continuing chapter 5. In the age of Kali, the greatest common formula for sacrifice is the Sankirtana-yagna. King Parikshit to the personality of Kali. Therefore, O friend of religion, you do not deserve to remain in a place where experts perform sacrifices according to truth and religious principles for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yageshwara, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the beneficiary of all kinds of sacrificial ceremonies. Such sacrificial ceremonies are prescribed differently in the scriptures for different ages. In other words, sacrifice means to accept the supremacy of the Lord and thereby perform acts by which the Lord may be satisfied in all respects. In this age of Kali, the greatest common formula of sacrifice is the Sankirtana-yagna. That is the opinion of experts who know how to propagate the process of yagna. Lord Chaitanya preached this method of yagna, and it is understood from this verse that the sacrificial method of Sankirtana-yagna may be performed anywhere and everywhere in order to drive away the personality of Kali and save human society from falling prey to the influence of the age. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 17, Text 33. In the age of Kali, the only fruitful sacrifice is the sacrifice of the congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord. The sacrificial fire kindled by the sages of Naimisharanya was certainly full of smoke and doubts because of so many flaws. The first flaw is that there is an acute scarcity of expert Brahmana able to carry out such performances successfully in the age of Kali. Any discrepancy in such sacrifices spoils the whole show, and the result is uncertain, like agricultural enterprises. The good result of tilling the paddy field depends on providential rain, and therefore the result is uncertain. Similarly, the performance of any kind of sacrifice in this age of Kali is also uncertain. Unscrupulous, greedy Brahmanas of the age of Kali induce the innocent public to such uncertain sacrificial shows without disclosing the spiritual injunction that in the age of Kali there is no fruitful sacrificial performance but the sacrifice of the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, Text 12. Sankirtana Yagna is the proper yagna for the Kali Yuga. When learned sages and the Brahmanas assembled to chant Vedic mantras, some of them also engaged in arguing about the conclusion of the scriptures. Thus, some of the sages and the Brahmanas were arguing, and some of them were chanting the Vedic mantras, so the entire atmosphere was surcharged and with transcendental sound vibration. This transcendental sound vibration has been simplified in the transcendental vibration Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. In this age, no one is expected to be highly educated in the Vedic ways of understanding because people are very slow, lazy, and unfortunate. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya has recommended a sound vibration Hare Krishna, and in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.532, it is also recommended Yajna Sankirtana Praya Rajanti Shishu Medesha. At the present moment, it is impossible to gather sacrificial necessities because of the poverty of the population and their lack of knowledge in Vedic mantras. Therefore, for this age, it is recommended that people gather together and chant the Hare Krishna mantra to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is accompanied by his associates. Indirectly, this indicates Lord Chaitanya, who is accompanied by his associates Nityananda, Advaita, and others. That is the process of performing yagna in this age. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 4, Text 3. Hare Krishna. We'll continue tomorrow. Sri Prabhupada ki jai.